Hi, Katie Friedman here. I used to see Kathy, but lots of Kathy, so you can call me Katie. Have you ever wondered where that little white mouse was? That's just when you're in a Zoom or something like that, and somebody points to something and you don't have any idea what they're talking about or where they are on that screen? Well, today I am going to answer that. I'm going to help you with that. So, again, how many of you have had problems following that mouse arrowhead cursor? If you can relate to that, stay tuned. I am going to show you what I do and what you can do too. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what's going on. I go immediately to the system settings. And I do that by, let me see a little arrowhead here in pink. There is where the start is on yours, and then you go to settings. And when you hit settings, that's what I've already done. I have it set up. What you do is you look for the little person, little blue person, the little doughboy person, and next to it will say accessibility. Click on that. And when you do, you'll see something that has a menu. Text, size, visual effects, mouse, pointer, and touch. Now, when I'm on a document, you can see that my arrowhead is a little bit larger than standard and is also in a nice bright pink. I'm going to go to mouse settings, and then because it is a nice mouse size, I can see I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. You have a choice in this settings, mouse, pointer, touch. I'm going to move this screen bar. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm going to move this around to the bottom of my screen, and I'm going to make this a lot larger. Here we go. I'm going to take my pointer that I can see. I don't know if you can see it or not. And I'm going to make this a lot larger. There we go. See, I can find my pointer. You have a choice. You can make it a black pointer, and that's really good if you're on white text, or depending if you're going in and out of a white text on a background or a background, the light text, or if you have different colors, it inverts depending on where you are, so that one can always find the mouse. Now, the other part is color. Did you know that you could make it a variety of different colors? Let's say purple. And I think that you can maybe see it better on the text rather than on the part on the settings screen. You can see my purple cursor. You have lots of choices of a bright green or a yellow. Now, the reason why the yellow works is because it has a black outline. Great contrast combination. People who like orange generally are people who have warm coloring compared to people who like the purple or the magenta, and they're more of a cool coloring type person. Blue is just always a safe color, and then this green. Now, if you have color sensitivities, you may not see this as green. You may see it more as a gray color. And so it's like gray on gray. But how do we get these big? I'm going to just make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to take my cursor and move it over. Okay, how about taking where it says size? You see where it says size here? And I'm going to make it large. I'm going to go 15. Can you see that mouse arrowhead now? I sure hope so. Sometimes when doing these zooms, it doesn't quite translate, but I think that it will when I go over to this document. Know that you can find a mouse easier when you change the size. How did we find it? We went to the accessibility feature within settings. We clicked on the size to make it as large as we could. at 15 or maybe down to 5 or whatever number you like. I happen to like the bigger numbers. I go with the number 10 because I like it nice and big. And I'm going to pick yellow this time. So yellow is my color of the day. You can pick whatever color you want. Again, you can find this particular feature, mouse pointer style, in your accessibility features. Stay tuned for my next episode that will tell you more about magnification and how to make the size super large. Until then, make it a great day. Aloha.